Good morning, everybody. As you see, it's a different food dish. I thought I'd try with the eating at the beginning of the video. We had some lightning, thunder, and rain earlier. There's more coming off the lake, so we'll see if it gets here or dies. Yeah, the unicorn is insistent on a more prevalent role, so she's making a cameo. Morning. It's a little bit different food dish today. Hey, Whittier, saw your video. As usual, I cleaned the cage yesterday, and Reptar promptly gives his opinion of the new cage and walks over and craps in his food dish. I watch a lot of videos. Yesterday I got 3 new skulls that we put in there. A raccoon and a couple more goat skulls. Seward, my brother. Good to see you. Things got popping off early here, Seward. We had lightning and thunder at dawn, and my first cup of coffee was at 4 a.m. I actually put up a video outside my window where it was raining, but I don't know how the sound's going to turn out for you guys. It kind of sucked for me. But he ran around all day yesterday, Sewer Dog, trying to sit on the skulls, knock them over. He was more active yesterday than he'd probably been all month put together. Then, of course, he went and took a crap right in the food dish, giving his opinion of things, I guess. There's not a lot that live streaming done in the morning in my place around 9, 10, 11. So I'll throw up a video of him eating. Yeah, he's does it more and more now. I mean, yeah, I was being very careful to put everything back where it was, and it still didn't matter. He decided to take his dump right in the food dish, which makes it easier to clean than that green cloth, but I really want to go to sand. Real Jingy. No, no, no. He's Bugfest City, Jingy. He's got freeze-dried mealyworms in there. Um, his diet is either crickets or freeze-dried crickets or freeze-dried mealworms or live mealworms, mixed in with a lot of romaine lettuce. He loves his lettuce. He grew up with the kids hand feeding him. They, my daughter would buy the lettuce that was like a foot and a half long, and they just stick it down in the cage and hand feed him. But I cut it up. All right, sure, get some rest. I sleep when I can, which isn't often. Now that it's damp for the next 3 days, that'll be suck. Yeah, his name's Reptar. I inherited him. My grandson had him, and he was in the basement, and they had to run dehumidifiers and humidifiers, and he just 8, 9 year old. You know, they get tired of him after a while, letting him out and trying to catch him. Yeah, there's lots of my videos up that are, that's all that is I'll sit there usually from the time I feed him, it's a half an hour. And he comes over and eats for a couple minutes, and I'll give you a little tour. This thing was cleaned yesterday, it was all nice. He came in, splashed the water all over. He took that skull, I gotta move my screening, knocked it out of the water. This one was sitting upright. This one was sitting next to it. The one in the back was open. It's got hot melt glue. It stays open. The one over there was way over here. And the one inside the log was out here in the middle. See, it's tearing the place up. You can see the reflection. So when I wash the glass, he thinks there's another hammock over there. He tries to reach over. He fell over about 5 times yesterday. Oh, almost an incident. There's really no place I can get a good light. When he's under the light, he always is going to be bleached out a little bit. And if you haven't been in here before, this is the other member. This is the unicorn that poops M&Ms. There'll be, she's insisting on a cameo. So it's got to be cold, freezing out before she actually works. Well, I'm glad, real Jingy. Yeah, he'll sit there for hours just digesting away, doing absolutely nothing. Except for yesterday, he was active all day. We'll see if he reorganizes the skulls again today. But once he gets warm again, because it's several degrees cooler down here by the food, he'll climb back down and eat again if he's still hungry. But you can go back through my old videos, Jingy, and see most of them are him eating. It still shows that I got thunderstorms coming across the lake, but they peter out when they hit the shore a lot. But if they don't, I'll go back live with the window shot. Check the weather real quick. 68. Yeah, it's supposed to, they'll get here in about an hour, which will be my third live, so maybe notices will go out for that one. Wasn't real impressive earlier. Yeah, he'll hang with half his body over the side on the other side. And then to go to sleep, all he does is climb up as high as he can go, another 2 or 3 inches, and off he goes, closes his eyes for the night. That was the one of the 2 things I bought, the log and the hammock, when I first got him, and he's loved that thing. And it's all natural, and it don't catch his claws. It's really cool. That's what I was worried about with any of the other mesh. You'd be getting your feet stuck in them and the claws. He's still checking it out. I guarantee if it was live mealyworms, he'd be right back over there eating. I'm going to try and get some live bait for next month. Believe it or not, I ordered on Amazon. Some of their partner companies have cricket ranches and wheelworm ranches. I think 4 out of the 5 deliveries I ordered was everything I ordered. One time I was shorted big time. I bought 2,000. I got about between 200 and 210, not 2,000. Yeah, I see your eyes still wandering around everywhere. Give me another close-up of him. Take you around the room again. See, it gets faded no matter that light. Say hi to real Jingy, Reptar. I don't know how the sound's coming through, but there's a little bit of thunder I can hear. Say hi. It's actually quite darker gray because he's warm. Then he looks in this picture. Real G, this is what I'm using to set it on. It's a water battery based flashlight. You dip the battery in water and it lights up a halogen light. Or an LED light, I mean. Yeah, it's not, the skin's not tight at all, but that's what they look like once they stop growing long, they start growing out in the belly like any normal. A lot of mammals, the older males, got a gut. That means they're healthy. But it's karma. I made fun of everybody posting their dogs and their cats and their pets all the time. So I knew when I got Reptar, I had to just let everybody laugh at me for showing my pet. Well, clouds are breaking up. Maybe there is another front coming. Well, he actually is from the central Australian desert. But if you look online at all on that area, it's got water, rivers. It's got a lot of vegetation in it, a lot of the red clay, but not sand, not, all sand with nothing else but sand. And he doesn't seem to, I mean, there's a humidity gauge in there for the humidity. But it's the temperature that really determines whether how fast he digests. And they say 90 to 105, but it's about 72 down by the food, and I had the little tapes all over the place up there right now. He's not actually under the daylight. He's under the heat lamp, which isn't on. So it's probably only like 85 where he's at, where his head's at. So it's a little cool, and he does digest a little slower. But there are some desert lizards that don't like humidity at all. These they'll go play in the water. They don't mind. He walks through his water dish like it's nothing. There was even a video I watched the other day with a boa, baby boa swimming in the tub with a baby iguana or a baby bearded dragon. Well, it's not a matter of help or hurt, really. It's more a matter of how fast the process works. Because they use heat for energy, even digestion to a certain extent, but not as much. As long as he's got color, he's warm enough. But I mean, lizards vary from needing to be in high humidity, 80% or higher with the raindrops, the rainforest lizards. to desert ones that no moisture. Varieties are kind of in between. They adapt real well to climate. I think the most difference I see would be the different time between when he eats and when he craps. When it's hot in the summer and it's warmer in there, it can be one meal and one shit every day. In the winter, it might be 3-4 days between. But other people do have the heating pads in the bottom. They run the controlled thermostats, the humidistats, and they really give them a perfect life. But it ain't like that outdoors. I mean, it ain't like Hawaii where it's the same every day. Rains at 4:30 and quits at 4:37, and I do run because there's a screen over the light. Even though it's a daylight, full spectrum, I still run it like 4 hours more than they recommend. You get 14 hours of light a day instead of the 8 to 10. Yeah, he hears that thunder, don't you? Want to have a stare down contest, Raptor? I only look through one eye at a time too, so and I can look in two different directions with my eyes too. Ha! Of course, it has to have been caused from a birth defect, not from training. All right, well, Jeannie, thanks for coming in. I may go live again if the storm comes up and show you outside. But enjoy the day. Remember, no matter how bad it gets, if you survive, it's a bigger survival the rougher it got. It's a win if you just get through. And we gone.